if you could see in the background of that, when I was swinging around, you could see my dad. You could see a cloud rolling over the top of the mountain, which is why it was so misty at the base of the mountain, because there was a lot of clouds. And then, of course, I had to take my obligatory summit photo where you can see the clouds below me. So, obviously, I'm on top of a mountain. It's pretty cool. And then on the way down, I had to take this picture, and for some reason, cameras just don't capture it. But Petternal, another name for Petternal is Flint Mountain. So you can't see here, but since the sun is now shining, we could clearly see the whole mountain glitters and kind of sparkles in the sunlight, mainly because it has, the whole mountain is made of chert and flint of different types and colors. And so on the way down, we were walking, and my dad kept being like, oh, look, there's some black flint, oh, there's some white, oh, look, there's some chert, and we just kept getting distracted by rocks. And I actually brought quite a few home with me. So here we've got a really nice piece of solid white. Pretty sure this is chert. I'm not the greatest, but it's pretty much solid white, so that's pretty cool. And then we have some yellow here mixed with some red, which is really cool. And then we have a solid red piece, because that's really pretty. Isn't that awesome? And then I have this one that is a bit of white, yellow, and red all mixed up together. Couldn't say no to that one. And then another one kind of like that, but this one's actually almost clear. It's kind of shines in the light. This isn't the greatest light to show you guys this, but it kind of is almost translucent, and you can see inside of it. And then this one is a really nice blue marbled with white, really pretty. And then this one was and this thing is sharp as a knife. I had to be really careful carrying this one. But we just literally every 5 feet would be like, ooh, pretty rock, ooh, pretty rock, ooh, pretty rock. And then finally my dad was like, that's it, no more rocks. Mainly because my dad climbs a lot of mountains, and at the top of every mountain he will grab a rock. And he will bring it home for my mom as a souvenir, which, you know, is sweet. But we just can be like, ooh, pretty rock, ooh, pretty rock, ooh, pretty rock. And then I'd finally be like, oh, Dad, look at this one. He's like, oh, we gotta find one like that for your mom. So we probably picked up a dozen, dozen and a half rocks as we're walking down the mountain, because we're just like, they're so pretty. And my dad was like, no more rocks, no more rocks. And then we'd pick up another rock 10 feet later. So, I mean, you get that euphoria as you're coming down, so stuff like that just seems like a lot of fun. So we finally reached the bottom, and of course we have to have a post-climb selfie, which of course in this particular one, one of us makes the silly face, one of us makes a serious face, and then we switched phones and switched who made a good face and who made a silly face, because we're weirdos like that. So that, then we go back to the campsite, and when we went back to the campsite, holy crap, it got hot. So we did go swimming, which was a lot of fun. We ended up actually finding our way down to the lake. We actually did have to drive over, but I can officially say I've swam across a lake, because we actually found like a little arm of the lake that was maybe only about 15 feet across, and I swam from one end to the other and back. Yeah, technically swam across a lake. Very, very itty-bitty tiny portion of the lake, but I did it. And it was very refreshing, and it was nice. Went back up, cleaned ourselves up, and then just kind of sat around chilling, reading, but it was hot. The barn became an oven, and I don't handle heat well, so I was being a whiny little bitch. I will accept that. I will fully accept the fact that I was a whiny little bitch. Really was. Annoyed the hell out of my dad. Until finally he said, screw it, we're gonna go back to Espanol, there's a cinema in there, we'll find a movie, we'll watch a movie, and when the movie gets out, we'll find somewhere to eat, and then by the time we get back to the campsite, the sun will be down, it'll be cool, and it won't be hot anymore. So we're like, it's good. So we did. We ended up going to the movie theater, and we ended up seeing The Dark Tower. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. I found it really entertaining, but according to my brother, it's based on a series of books by Stephen King by the same name, or the series is the same name, And of course, the movie completely butchered it. I don't know. I've never read the books. I've never been a big Stephen King fan. I thought the movie was entertaining. But, you know, if you've read the books and you think the movie was awful, I'm sorry. Anyway, and so we ended up finding a nice little place that as we were driving in, we saw this sign and we're like, we'll eat there after the movie. And just a little adobe building that had a restaurant. It's literally called The Kitchen, New Mexican restaurant, or La Cocina, which is the kitchen in Spanish. But anyway, and oh my gosh, this place was fantastic. It was so good. I mean, definitely if we go climb something else in New Mexico, if we're anywhere near Espanola, I would love to go there again, because it was really good. But yeah, so that was kind of summed us up. We went back after that, we went to sleep, got up the next morning, packed up the tent, and drove home. We did stop by an old antique car museum on the way home, which was cool. Not really my thing though. So, and I was really out of it. Like, going home is always kind of the drag of the trip, because you're like, you want to get home so bad, but at the same time, you're still reminiscing on everything that happened during your trip. So, but yeah, it was a fantastic trip. I really enjoyed myself, and if you guys ever have a chance to go and do something like this, I mean, don't go unprepared. That's one thing I would say, is definitely, you know, take it seriously. Mountains are very dangerous. You know, if you're not careful, there are a lot of places you can slip and you can seriously hurt yourself or die. So please don't just willy-nilly be like, I'm gonna go climb a mountain, you know. But if you have a chance to go hiking, get out in nature and really do something. I know, probably talking to a lot of people who are like me, I live in my room on my laptop. But every once in a while, getting out and just getting into nature and really seeing what's out there is really fantastic. So I definitely recommend that. If you guys would be into something like that, like, it's a spiritual experience. It really is. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, because I will be doing more stuff kind of sort of like this, because I feel like, yes, this is a reaction video channel, you know, majority, but I feel like these are experiences and I'm showing you my reaction to life. So technically it still qualifies. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have for now. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!